here. Getting ready to get into it. Yes, we are. And that money talk. About that time, almost there, almost there. Get into it. All right. And let's get going here. Right. Welcome to today's podcast. I'm your host, Dr. Joe Blake Jr. here. Welcome. Hope you're having a great, wonderful day. It's Saturday morning here in the grand old Goodyear, Arizona, where you are. Hope you're having a wonderful, pleasant start to your day, your weekend as well. It's supposed to rain today. It's always good to have some good weather, rain weather, for Arizona. We're so warm all the time that we welcome the rain when it comes. So great class today. Great information I'm going to share with you about turning pain into purpose. Because I know we just went through a period where it was the longest shutdown in history. A lot of things that caused some stress, struggle, and strain in our lives. But I always look at that as taking that type of adversity in life and helping it create positive outcomes. So things happen like that. And when those things happen, we look at it as an opportunity to create some purpose for what we have to go, what we can use it for. So let's look at how we can turn pain into purpose. All right. So let's get started here. Uh-oh. Wrong button there. Oh, before we start, I want to remind you what's coming up in January. I'm going to offer what's called my irresistible offer. It's going to be I'm doing a short where everyone get a chance to learn more about it. I'm going to charge like a buck to get involved in learning more in detail about this. But my irresistible offer is going to be a mastermind. I'm going to have where we talk about future-proofing your life, because something like the things that would happen just recently, you want to be able to future-proof your life so you won't have to go through anything like that again. If you do go through it, you already had things in order. We're going to have basically 4 modules that you'll go through. It's going to be a detailed module. One of the concepts we're going to talk about is design causality. So you can create your future where you want to go through this again. Talking about financial foundation, career advancement, diversified income, and that legacy and lifestyle design. So when you create these things already for your future, whatever happens in society won't affect you at all. So I'm going to talk more in depth about that. The value of what I'm going to be creating is monumental compared to the output that you actually put in for being a part of it. But you'll stay tuned more. I'm going to share more as we go along for the rest of the year. But in January, when I put the offer out, stay tuned for what's available. Now, I've been an investment advisor for the past 31 years. I've been teaching the college level for the past 12 years. So I've learned a lot, and I've sat across the kitchen table with thousands of families as well. I guess I had some great insights that I'm able to share with you as well. Okay, so let's go ahead and start with what I have to share for you as far as transforming your pain into purpose. And this, we're looking at exploring economic strategies to help you convert adversity into opportunity and purpose. So one of the things I want to point out, because I see this coming, sometimes perpetrators use gifts to pacify pain as a way to cover up their shame. So sometimes when pain is there, and then what people do when people are in pain, the person that's like there that's causing the pain will tend to give you a gift or something like that to cover up the shame that they have for putting you in that pain, putting you in that strain and struggle that you're going through, to try to cover up the fact that they know they did something wrong, and trying to get over the fact that they did something wrong by giving you a gift to cover it up. You get that gift and you're like, oh, I've got this now, and it's trying to cover up the fact that they done hammered you down. You can't let that gift that they trying to give you cover up the fact that yeah they did something wrong. But it's not gonna take the fact that over the past 10 months you and your family suffered, your friends suffered, your neighborhood suffered. No, I mean you're not forgiving. You're not forgetting or forgetting what you went through, but you're not allowing what you went through to determine what's going to happen for you in your future. So don't let that gift or that trinket that they give you override the fact that no, we know what happened. I'm gonna take it though, but I'm not gonna override how I feel, what I think, or what's going on. So I just want to put that, let that out there. I'm not gonna say names or nothing like that, but that's what happened. All right, so let's continue on. All right, so transforming purpose and economic perspective. Now, and the word is my guide. So in Romans 8:28 says, "And we know that all things work together for good of them that love God and who called according to His purpose." So for me, that's like there's a lot of foundational principles out there, but that for me, that is one that really kind of guides me a little bit because that one says all things. How many things? All things. Now, all things work for the good. So all things work for our good. It may not feel good, it may not sound good, but it works for our good. It may not feel good, may not sound good, but it's for our good because it builds you up as an individual to accomplish the things that you want to do. Like I grew up in Baltimore. It may not be the best place, but it strengthened me to be a strong individual and person of who I am today. Can nothing sway me, can nothing change me, can nothing push me around that I hadn't already been through and be more. That's what they call be more, you gotta be more careful. Yeah, can't nothing push me. Yeah, can't nothing happen to me now that I ain't already been through in the hood. Can't nothing, so nothing can challenge me that hadn't already been challenged before. And nothing pushed me through. Uncle Reggie. Uncle Reggie, he would hem me up. So he prepared me for what I'm going through today. Can't do it, right? So and then so nothing, all things work for my good. And then God is here. He called me according to His purpose. So I know God has a purpose for me. So all those things. So that pain is for my purpose. It strengthens me. God puts you in a situation where you go through this. Oh man, I can do anything. So understanding the things that we've gone through the past 10 months in this country, it was painful, but it's for our purpose, so we can get over to the next level, the next advantage, the next situation that we need to go through. When you think along those lines, it helps you maintain, helps you continue to grow and go to the next level. So that's that's first point. Consider that. Okay, so let's consider that. Now, uh, transforming that perspective. So we're going to delve into like a personal and economic pain, how it serves as a catalyst for positive transformation. So these are connections we can identify, different pathways, and lead you as an individual and as a community to help you progress and have the social, societal impact, societal insights to help you grow. And it's important to understand that it's a society thing. So that's what makes things actionable as well. That you getting it, and then you sharing with others, and then you share with the society as a whole. That's what makes it actionable financial literacy when it's a societal aspect of it, and we all grow as a whole. You're not taking it to yourself and keeping it alone. You sharing it with those that are around you, those loved ones, and the society as a whole. That's what actionable financial literacy is all about. All right, so here we go with um, understanding the economic pain, understanding where the economic pain comes from, how to define the economic pain, the causes of it, some of the effects, and then how to grow from it. So we've heard the economic pain from Occupy Wall Street. So that's just give this as an example, okay? So Occupy Wall Street was a movement against economic equality. So they were looking at inequality of capitalism. They were looking at corporate greed, how big finance and the influence of money was in politics. Now we can say, well, that's still going on, Joe. Well, yeah. Well, this is back in 2011, and that was kind of pushed out there. It was 2025. I think it's 2025, right? So that was 2011, right? That was 2011, and it's 2025. Is that still happening? I think it's still happening. Right? 2025 is still happening. Yeah, but it's 2011, and so it's still going on. So back then, because it began in New York City around the financial district. So this was a 9-day effort from September 17th to November 15th, 59 days. Let's take it back, 59 days. And the motivation back then was a result of a public distrust in private sector after the Great Recession. So the Great Recession was third. That's the market dumped out and everything. But generally after the market does a dump like that, what I've shared with my clients and others is that when the market goes down like that, it is really, when you look at it, it's a sale. It's hard to see it that way, but it's a sale. When the market goes down, I call it my shoe theory, because like a woman's favorite pair of shoes. If a woman has to pay, and guys get this too, because we kind of do. But if a woman pays $50 for her shoes, those shoes go from $50 down to $5, and they're down. Those shoes are down $5 in 4 different colors. What does a woman do? She buy all those colors. Those $50 shoes are still $50, but they're now $5 in 4 different colors. She goes clean up, right? Because you get all those shoes at a cheaper price. So those $50 shoes are still valued at $50. So to get more shoes, the same price. And the market has done that over the past 100 years. It goes down, it goes up. And if you go back to 2008 and see where the market was then, I think the market had dropped down to like 6,800 points. Where's the Dow Jones now? 47,000, 46,000. It does that. It's just the nature of that particular beast. But it just, it's the other. There are more variables involved in that, but just gives you an example. So I got this information from Wikipedia. Wikipedia is just one of the sources. There are many other sources that are out there, but that just gives you an example of what happened after the Great Recession. Now, as we continue on, so the economic pain that comes out of that, the communities often it messes with the jobs. It reduces the income. The cost of living starts to go up. A lot of these things that happened in 2011 happening now, right? There's a struggle. The quality of life during those economic downturns, they manifest, and we see that, we feel it, we hear it in our lives, and it's like this cycle that occurs, and it is a cycle that occurs. So read my book, Joseph Building Financial Legacy, talks about the cycles that are out there, but it's a cycle that occurs, and it occurs on a systematic basis. When you understand that there's a cycle that occurs in the economy and in the world, you can find those cycles, see how they occur, when they occur, and adjust to them as they happen. But when you are unaware of those cycles, and you're subject to when you're not prepared, but they're going to come anyway. Those cycles come, and man, when they hit, and you're unprepared, that's when they really your feelings, your emotions, and your money feel the pain from that. Your life feels the pain from that. Your job feels the pain from that. That economic pain then results in inflation rates rising, stagnant wages. Man, you lose your job. I mean, I think it's this year alone. It's like over, I think well, it's like millions of people have lost their job. The global market starts to shift. Natural disasters that continue to happen all the time. And then there's issues leading to widespread economic distress. Now, I mean, well, we know it's widespread. Back in during the Great Recession, it was economic widespread due to the crisis, financial crisis. Now it's economic distress due to other sources. But the bottom line is still economic distress. You can't get away from that point. Right? It's economic distress. The cause of it is different, but it's still the bottom line: economic distress, and it's there. So and what is it? Widespread. It's still widespread. So those are there, but it's there. It's still an outside factor, but it's pressing in on us, the individual. All right, the individual and the community. So it's individual and community that are facing it. So how do you it's impacting the individual? It's impacting communities, which in some cases increased crime. We haven't really seen a whole lot of that type of crime. There's actually a higher level crime that's going on. It's not every day somebody breaking into stuff. It's high level crime that's happening now. But there's mental issues. Folks are mentally distressed about it. Um, Decreased social cohesion. People are not really socializing. There's struggles with poverty. There's reduced access to resources. There's a lot of times when things go down like this, when people are distressed, they go to nonprofits, they go to churches to get their help reduce their stress and everything. And sometimes the place they want to go to get relief from stress, they're having stress themselves, so they don't have the resources to help those folks that need help. So people's quality of life are just strained and squeezed up. So that quality of life is kind of tightened up too. So I mean, there's so many things that and what I'm sharing basically is, things that you already know, already feel, and that are there. So I'm just highlighting what you see, but towards the second half, I'm going to show you how we get out of it. But here, this is the importance of addressing the concern. So you address this is how it's working its way through the system here, so to speak. So the pain is crucial for recovery, because you got to be able to identify it, have some invention, have some community support, and educational programs that help alleviate the distress and to foster some resilience. So the pain, the purpose, how it's happening, because people are saying it, and as you say it, then it's not a diagram. It's how we experience it, how we are experiencing the pain and purpose. We're saying it. Oh my gosh, this is happening. We tend to think it. Our internal thoughts will say, "Oh man, this is happening," and I'm thinking it. So then you're believing it, and it's turning into what you're doing about it, and then you're feeling it as an individual. As you're saying, this is happening in the world. You're saying it, then you're thinking it. Yeah, this is happening as well. Then you see people lose their jobs, so you're doing because you see folks losing their job. Then you feel it as well because you lose your job, you lose your income, and then you feel depressed. You feel like you lose it all. But as I mentioned in Romans 8:28, all things work for the good. So it may not feel good, it may not look good, It may not sound good, but it's for you good. It's for you good. Because on the other side of that comes your opportunity to make a change. On the other side of that comes your opportunity to do the thing that you really want to do. And now's that chance. Now, those thoughts that you had in your mind, now have opportunity to do what I wanted to do in the first place. Now I have a chance to try out that thought I always had in my mind to do for business. I can go for another opportunity I was thinking about before. All those things come to pass. And you think about how or what could or should I do next? What could I look into to change? And you may think, oh, how do I do this? Or what do I do? I don't have the scripture here, but in 2 Kings chapter 4, I think it's 4:2, but they were telling a story about a widow woman who went back to the Elisha and said, "Hey, the bondsmen are coming to get my kids, and put us in slavery because my husband died." And he told the widow woman, "Hey, what do you have in your house?" And the widow woman said, "All I got is some pot, I got some oil." So he told the widow woman, go borrow some vessels from your friends and neighbors, and take the pots that you borrow, go back into your house with your son, and then take all the oil and pour it in the pots, and then take the oil, then sell it, and then that's what you have. Well, when you look at that, he didn't tell her go fill out an application and go work over here at a Walmart, Kmart. He didn't tell the woman to do that. He told her to create a home-based family business, and then told her to go have her friends help her by giving her the pots. What do you have in your house that you can use? What's in your house that you're already fond of, that you already have, that you can use to help you become a business owner? What do you have to help you that you like as a part of what you're already doing that you can use to create what you can use as a business? I remember at one point when because I'm an investment advisor, been doing it for 30 years, and then back in 2008, what was happening with me? You know what? I created another business I had was called Blake Media, and I like taking videos. I like using technical things and the pictures and like I'm doing like the podcast. I'm doing this. I had videos of my children since they were like 2 or 3 years old. I had these cameras that I had, and so I started making PowerPoint presentations and create them in video for my friends and my family and people at my office. So I made videos like that, and that's how I got started. That's what I'm doing this podcast, because I started Blake Media way back then. So, and that's long story short, that's how I got to doing the podcast like that. What do you have in your home that you can create a business from? All right, now we'll finish this next week. But that's just a small example. So, I'm gonna finish this next week and provide more information as well. So, with that, just want to remind you can download my second book here. It's called Joseph Building Financial Legacy. It's a sapphire edition of my trilogy book. The first one is Building Financial Literacy. Literacy lasts a lifetime, and Building Financial Legacy lasts a generation. Those two books. My third book is going to be coming out in the first. I'm going to start writing in the first quarter of next year, and that's Building Financial Legacy. Also, to remind you that you could like and subscribe to the channel. That's the best way to get things going for us, and best way to get more people to know about what we do and what we share here. I would love for you to do that, like and subscribe, read the book, and also give me a review for the book as well. That is very important to make sure folks know more about who I am, what we're doing here, to share more information for others that are there. I want to thank you for that. I want to make sure I get that there. And so this has been Dr. Joe Blake here, your host of the On Point Podcast, and we're talking about ensuring that you have and know that there are ways that you can transform your pain into purpose, and know that there's a way to, even though we have this stressful thing that's going on in the nation right now, and you know that you have purpose, even though that's pain there, that pain can be used as a purpose for what you're doing in life. So I want to thank you very much, and always remember to stay tuned, stay informed, and stay on point. Have a great day, and we'll see you again next week.